Hey, what's happening, nation? It's SJ. I normally don't make videos like this. I try to keep it pretty focused on the Raiders, but there are some key matchups on Sunday that are really going to impact the playoff seeding moving forward, so I wanted to jump into a few of them and break it down. I'm not going to break down these games like I do Raider games. I just want to talk about the impact that they're going to have as far as we are concerned. So hang out for a few minutes. Let me know your thoughts. If you are new to the channel, if you think about subscribing, I really would appreciate that. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into these. The first one that's on the list is the Steelers at the Bengals. The Bengals are sitting at 6-4. The Steelers are sitting at 5-4-1. As much as I would like to see the Bengals lose this game and be 6-5 and tied with us, is honestly better if they win this game and end up going to 7-4. And that would bump us up the list and get us a little bit closer to getting back into one of these playoff spots. AFC North matchups are always fun to watch, but I really think the Bengals are going to end up pulling this one out regardless. The next matchup is the Titans versus the Patriots. We are all going to be Titan fans this Sunday because we need the Patriots to take a loss right now. The Patriots moving to 7-5 would honestly be a pretty big deal for us. I understand their position on this list would not move too much, but them having the same losses as us and not having their bye week give us an advantage to slip in there and take over that spot if we can end up winning that Washington game. I've said before, you can never count out a Bill Belichick team, and we've seen the turnaround that this Patriots team has made over the past few weeks, and they are playing at home, which always gives you a pretty decent advantage unless you are the Las Vegas Raiders. But I do believe the Titans win this game and end up hanging on to that #1 spot in the AFC, and I am totally okay with that right now. The next matchup is the Bucs at the Colts. I will not be cheering for the Bucs. I will never cheer for the Bucs and Tom Brady, but I do want them to win this game because if the Colts lose and the Steelers lose, then we move into that #8 seed, and that would be absolutely huge for us. I know the Colts are at home, but I fully expect the Bucs to come out and slap the shit out of them. But Carson Wentz has been playing incredibly well. This Colts team has really turned it around. And if the Colts win, they move to 7-5, which is going to bump them into one of these playoff spots, depending on which of these teams end up losing this weekend. This is not a game that I will be watching, but this is a game that you have to check the outcome of because it's going to have a big impact moving forward. The next game is the Browns at the Ravens. The Browns are currently sitting at 6-5, like we are right now. I would love to see the Browns lose this game, and I'm pretty confident that the Ravens playing at home are going to be able to knock them off. These AFC North matchups are always incredibly fun to watch. I will be watching this game on Sunday. I know it will be televised because this game does have big playoff implications, but the Browns moving to 6-6 really helps us out. But the Browns going to 7-5 is going to move them tremendously on this list. I want to see us sitting at that #8 seed when this weekend is said and done. The last game on this list, and the game that I did really want to talk about, is the Chargers at the Broncos. If the Broncos win this game, they are 6-5. The Raiders will be 6-5, and the Chargers will end up being 6-5 as well. As far as the division is concerned, nothing will change. But if the Chargers win this game, the Broncos will end up falling to 5-6, and since the Chiefs are on their bye week, the Chargers will end up taking over the #1 spot in the AFC West because they've already knocked the Chiefs off. The Broncos are coming off their bye week, and they're playing at home. I'm really hoping they can pull this game out. I don't think they have the talent level to do it, honestly, but if they can, I will take that all damn day. AFC West matchups are always tough games, regardless of how shitty the team is throughout the season, and having all three of us sitting one game behind the Chiefs would be a pretty damn good feeling, especially if we were sitting right outside the bubble. I know this video was not Raiders related, but we only have a few more weeks before the playoffs are going to start, so we got to start paying attention to this. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Let me know who you think's going to end up walking out with the victories in these games. I'm really curious to see how this weekend ends up shaking out. The entire AFC is way tighter than it has been in years past. It seems like the NFL is becoming way more competitive. It's just not the same damn teams every single year taking these spots. But that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight, man. I really appreciate you checking it out. If you can click that like button on your way out, it really does help me out. But until next time, I'm Joe Q. We will catch y'all on the next one.